Well, tonight, the world is mourning the loss of a literary legend. Maya Angelou died today at her home in North Carolina. She was 86 years old. Although Angelou is best known for her autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, the country also came to know her as a poet and a teacher, able to reach generations of Americans through her words.
God put a rainbow.
Maya Angelou turned pain into poetry.
Up from a past rooted in pain, I rise.
That was her crystal clear message for nearly half a century, to rise above misery and find hope. That is what Maya Angelou did herself and what led to a life of remarkable accomplishment.
Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise into a daybreak miraculously clear.
She grew up poor in Stamps, Arkansas, where at the age of 7 she was raped by her mother's boyfriend. After she testified against him, he was murdered. Angelou blamed herself and stopped talking for nearly 6 years, a long silence before a life of eloquence.
But my grandmother, she'd say, "Sister, Mama don't care what these people say about you being an idiot or you being a moron. Mama don't care. Mama know when you and the good Lord get ready, sister, you're gonna be a preacher."
When she found her voice, Angelou went on to learn 5 languages and travel to Africa, where she met Malcolm X and took on a role in the civil rights movement. She also worked with Martin Luther King Jr. and was devastated when he was assassinated on her 40th birthday. Her most acclaimed work came shortly after. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings is the story of her childhood. She wrote 6 autobiographical volumes of poetry. She was also an actress, songwriter, and historian. She won 3 Grammy Awards and directed and produced movies.
Cut.
And she was a teacher, a longtime professor at Wake Forest University.
If I had taught before I had written books, I might never have written a book. I love to teach. I am a teacher.
She brought her poetry to the White House with a reading at Bill Clinton's inauguration.
Come, you may stand upon my back and face your distant destiny.
And at a Christmas tree lighting for President Bush.
We hear a sweetness, a word.
In 2011, President Obama awarded her the Medal of Freedom.
She has inspired countless others who have known injustice and misfortune in their own lives.
Maya Angelou knew both and turned them into lessons of hope.
Those who followed Angelou on Facebook know that she often posted quotes and words of encouragement. One of her best pieces of advice for life: be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. She wrote that in her book, Letter to My Daughter. Angelou dedicated that book to the daughter she never had. She is survived by one son, Guy Johnson. He's also an accomplished author.